is going on, everyone? I am happy to bring you a new video, and I have some news. For one, I will no longer be exclusively just uploading to BitChute. Some of my videos that I uploaded to BitChute, I stored on YouTube just to save if I need to download. I decided to publicly, just publish them because why the heck not? I understand YouTube is going through some changes right now, but I just don't care about all that. I'm just here to upload some videos, get my point of view across, speak my mind. This is just my opinion. If anybody, got anything different, I would like to hear it. Or if you think I'm correct, hey, if you think I'm just correct but wrong on a few points, then by all means, I don't really care. Put them down below so I can actually have a conversation because I am bored. That's all. That's all this has all been about, because I'm bored. Anyway, if you hear buzzing in the background, it's because of the refrigerator. Now, moving forward, I've noticed that a lot of these shows and cartoons and stuff, because I am a nerd. I like cartoons. I like real life stuff, but at the same time, my reason for liking cartoons is that in cartoons, anything is fair game as long as it's in the rules of that show. So say if the rules of the show is fuck all, anything can happen, I don't care, as long as you don't be OP, just don't be OP as this dude, and this dude. They are the top three. You can be as strong as you want, but these three right here, you can't beat. I don't care how strong you is. You will always get bodied by those three. And I was happy with that. The same goes for anime. There are certain people you can't beat, and that's just plain fucking serious and done know with. You can't fight it. You can't do nothing about it. It's just it. Done. Now, let me give you a good example of a fucking amazing cartoon that was built off of comedy. Ed, and Eddie was a funny as shit show. Ed, the short Ed, I believe it was Eddie? Yeah. There was Eddie, Ed, and Double D. Eddie was the sly, short little motherfucker who always trying to get some jawbreakers. Now, in my opinion, when I'm an adult and I rewatched it, I kind of had this sexualized. I've been sexualized a lot lately, goddamn it. So when I watched the show, when I heard Jawbreakers, I thought immediately of Blowjob, and he wanted the money to get a prostitute because he reminded me of those little sly motherfuckers who always had trying to get money to get a hooker. It was just my humble opinion. Double D was always that innocent, smart little dude, and I'll be looking at him like, why you always gotta ruin the fun? It seemed like Eddie always got a plan and you about to get it in, but here you go ruining the fun. Just take it and go. Take it. I'm about to say blowjob. Take your jawbreaker and leave. Now Ed was the dumb, strong as shit generic character. But I crap you not, sometimes in his imagination when you be watching it, first of all, he is dumb as a bag of rocks. No, a bag of rocks is smarter than this nigga. This nigga is so dumb and indestructible, by the way. Like, seriously, this motherfucker would take planks to the gut and stomach, and I'd be like, how the fuck is you not dead? Those shows were hilarious as a child. Now let's go into a somewhat spooky show. Crush Cali Dog would have a nigga, especially if you had it where you could watch it at night. I don't think you could back then though, real talk. But if you could watch that show at night, that show will spook the fuck out of you. I don't know who would you be if you said Crush Cali Dog did not scare you once in your life. You is a liar. Crush Cali Dog will scare you shitless. I don't know who you is. You dare declare that Crush Cali Dog was not scary once. It was creepy, okay? No. You probably wasn't scared, but you was creeped out by one part. You was either creeped out, scared, confused, or was wondering what the fuck was going on. That's basically Curse Cali Dog, but it was funny. Moving on from Curse Cali Dog, there was the amazing, great, ahead of its time, Teen Titans. Teen Titans came on Cartoon Network way back when. I think it was before I was born. I think 2000, or it was in the early 2000s, and I was born 2000 by the way. But anyway, Teen Titans was the shit. The story, I know it had some random episodes, but that's because kids don't want to keep up with these storylines, but sometimes you would have the young teenagers who would be enthralled with the story. Sometimes there were little itty bitty pieces of romances that would captivate you and would want you to stay in tune because you're like, wow, I wonder how this gonna play out, you know? When Starfire fine ass sister Blackfire came into the picture, I was like, Robin, you gotta smash at least once. I was a child and I understood that it's coming from me to you at least once. Once! You can't let it slide. Not once. You can't let that one slide. I don't care if it hurts Star. She gonna have to understand too. I understand it's her sister, but look at her. Now look at you, and then look at her. Damn. Now mama and daddy must have been different. She is a different breed. You a horse, and that's astounding. Damn. Moving on. Now, Teen Titans at the very end of it had the Terra saga thing. Had when the team was broken up, but they brought in more Teen Titans. Had the when Robin was being Red Hood, when Robin was taking Hunter Slade's belt, when Trigon appeared and Raven got spooked, when Beast Boy was dealing with some Mother Nature stuff. No, it wasn't even that. When Beast Boy was dealing with his old team, that was fucking amazing. Sometimes Starfire would even have somewhat episodes of her planets coming in, kind of fucking up some shit. So as a kid, I'm like, wow, I wonder how they're gonna get out of this one. This is amazing. Sometimes, guys, they would not get out of it. I thought when Terra beat them, I thought they were gone. Dead, capped, over with. I severely thought, these people is not coming back. Terra has lost. I thought when I saw the shadows start moving, I understood it was them. But at the same time, I'm thinking Batman's gonna bust your ass. You killed Robin. You ain't gonna let that slide. You see, he nearly killed Joker, and he be letting Joker go on the fly. He don't know who you is, bitch. You gone. You dead. It's over with. Flamingo, you gone, baby. Now, surprisingly, she ended up sacrificing herself to beat Slade. Somehow this motherfucker's still alive. Wow. You can't beat Slade. You cannot beat him. That man is the best antagonist I've ever seen other than Nox from Wakfu, but we'll get into him later. Anywho, at the very end, at the last episode of Teen Titans, when I saw Terra alive and she broke Beast Boy's heart, I was like, shoot her now. Kill her. Murder her. Drag her. She needs to die now. Anywho, moving on to Wakfu. Wakfu was a early 20s, was 2017. Keep in mind, this was where cartoons were getting that political crap in their shows, and I hated it. I absolutely hated being preached to by a show. I'd look at this show and be like, why the fuck are you preaching to me? I am a child. I'm still in high school. I don't feel like I'm preached to. I want to see if A can beat B, and if there's a relationship, I was somewhat interested in that because why the fuck not? You know, you gotta have some relationships to spice shit up. But anywho, Nox, I want to tell you the main story plot. I'm gonna just tell you Nox's backstory. It won't impact. Well, it kind of will, kind of. But Nox was a man who wanted to do whatever it took to get what he wanted. That's all. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I'm not even gonna tell you his backstory. That's all you need to know. He was a man who was gonna do whatever it took. Now you can look at it like that's evil. That's bad. He's cruel. He'll kill whatever it takes to get there. He understood, however, that this is what I want, and if y'all is in my way, I'll get rid of you to do it. Now, when you watch the show, hopefully you understand. Okay, I understand where he came from. Love for him. Okay, I understand. But Nox was just the best villain out of all of them. There was the second villain. Jesus, I'm trying to remember his name. What it was? Kilby? Yeah, I think it was Kilby. Kilby was a man who was in prison. Nah, I can't even say it because it was small. Let's just say he was just like Nox. He wanted one thing, and he was going to destroy the world to do it. Whatever it took. But when you see their backgrounds, these are two totally different backgrounds, by the way, if you really pay attention. They're two totally different backgrounds. both want the same thing though. And when you look at the hero and they say, we're just like you, you're just like us. I was shooketh. I was like, you know what? They're absolutely goddamn right. You are just like them. Because no matter what it takes, when it comes down to the thing you want, the thing you believe in, whatever it takes, you destroy both of these dudes just to see your point of view come across the way. You demolished them. They stood no chance against you at the end all be all. You won those fights, and now that you won, they've lost everything. They've lost their world, and you have what you wanted. That is a good fucking cartoon. That is good fucking storytelling. I love that. Do that more. I do not want that political shit. Okay, the political shit gotta go. Get it out. When Wakfu, there's no political stuff. No, and I like that. Moving on. There was a lot of good ones. Like Kids Next Door. Kids Next Door was funny, random as shit. Now, if it had a movie or a special, it had that storyline for a moment, and that was it. And it did have the moment where it looked like a story was building. When number one was speaking to his idol, the man he idolized, who turned traitor against him, and the kids next door, and he saw for a glimpse of a second why he did it. He wondered, he pondered, and then he was introduced into it, and he saw what it was. And then a trailer release a few years later. If you've never watched Kids Next Door, I implore you to do so. And when you finally end it, go look up the trailer for number one, when he has to make his biggest choice. And I was like, I completely understand why. Because this is no longer just you and your world. This is everything. And sometimes you have to make the sacrifice. Sometimes you have to lose everything to save everything. That is a hero, ladies and gentlemen. I love that. Keep that going. I want more of those. Those are fucking amazing. And I know this turned completely different, but they're all cartoons. Best believe, you can look them up. They're all cartoons. Fucking love that. Max Steel, it was an underrated cartoon. Should have focused on more. It ended up getting a movie. I didn't like it was real life. It separated from his regular Max Steel. It kind of pissed me off, real talk. Because simple fact was, the cartoon had more story, more characters, more stuff. I looked at the cartoon and I looked at the movie and I was like, what is this bullshit in front of me? I don't like this. This is bullshit. It don't look right. It don't sound right. This ain't Max Steel, bitch. This ain't Max Steel, bitch. Anywho, die. I understand I am on the tirade, but there's a reason why I'm on this tirade. Story has been ruined. I don't know who idea was to bring in these people who don't understand that heroes need lessons. People want people. They don't want these Mary Sues and these Gary Sues and all these, oh, I'm just strong as shit and I can beat up everybody and everybody likes me and I'm cool like that. No! Nobody wants that. They want a character. A character. That character can start from the bottom and move all the way up to the top. Believe they're invincible, have everything ripped away from them, and climb up but learning this time they have to be cautious to use their mindset to understand what is capable of the universe. Understand that they are not invincible and they can be beaten. But this is why I'm gonna leave it for the day. If you like what you heard, you probably think you did. Go ahead and subscribe. And until next time, till then, peace, ladies and gentlemen.